Do we have a sinister plot unfolding here with all these missing and dead scientists? One of the congressmen here, Tim Burchett, seems to think so, and we're coming up on this deadline that Trump put in place to get answers on this. Now, how he was expecting to get answers on stuff like this in a week and a half is beyond me, unless they know something that they were not releasing at the time. Because a lot of this is ongoing and it's an investigation. It could take months, years to get answers. And he seems to think they're just going to cough up all these answers. Anything they've said thus far doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It seems any lead investigator out there on top of this would be able to see that there's some kind of connection here, at least between some of these people. You're not even seeing all the people in the image here that are dead and missing. But we just covered another one, Joshua LeBlanc. He worked at the Huntsville location, which is the same one that Amy had worked at. And there's several people on here that are not in the image. The list grows. This is also connected and tied in potentially with disclosure. And then people were mentioning the whole David Wilcock thing. The disclosure thing seems to be an ongoing event that we're living through that started last year. They keep mentioning these black sites and they keep dropping breadcrumbs. There was a documentary dropped. There's about to be a Spielberg movie dropped on all this. And you know this is all planned. Then, out of nowhere, there's another documentary they're about to drop. They're talking about a trove of leaked documents that this guy has. He says he's a journalist. His name's Jeremy Corbell. And I've been told not to trust this character or any of the characters out here like Greer that are pushing this end time agenda. Now he says he's the man, this Corbell guy says that whenever anybody has information that they got passed down to them from one of these people that worked in the government that died, and they've got like classified material, he's saying that he's the go-to guy and that everyone can trust him. And I'm like, I don't think so, dude. I don't know who you think you are, but all this doesn't sit well with me. Anyone coming out saying that you can trust them and all this stuff like he's on video doing and all this, and saying that everybody comes to him with all this information, it's like, if I had material and information, I'm not coming to you. I'm not going nowhere near you. You look like a gatekeeper shill to me. And part of the reason we're in this to begin with. And you're telling me they're blasting this, they're promoting this out here? New York Post, all these places promoting your work? Sounds kind of fabricated to me, because anybody that was real grassroots was something that was explosive, that they wanted to remain hidden, they would silence it and do all that stuff. So we're seeing the opposite with this guy. It just shows me whatever he's about to drop is going to go along with the agenda. So just get ready. And look right there with the agenda. Talk about a synchronicity. Okay? So God watches out for his own. So I'll update on this as I get more information, but I want to end with Burchett does state that this plot could be something sinister compared to like MKUltra, and that had nothing to do with other countries and had everything to do with your own government being responsible for silencing people. Join me for the next live stream, going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about this in greater detail. Much love.